Hi everybody and welcome to this week's Tune In Tuesday. So over lockdown, my Tune In Tuesday videos mostly featured me in my garden talking about some of the fantastic wildlife that we share our coastline with. And whilst I thoroughly enjoyed this lockdown series, I've been absolutely itching to get back out there and explore some of these issues actually in the field. So now some of the lockdown restrictions are starting to be relaxed, I thought, what better time to get back out there and go on the hunt for one of my favourite beachcombing finds, the sea fangle. Now these sea fangles are essentially a pink sea fan that have been entangled in ghost fishing gear or other domestic debris. Now obviously these pink sea fans are looking pretty worse for wear and not very pink at all. Now that's because these are the skeletons of the pink sea fans that have been removed from the seabed by the debris that they're entangled in. In their natural environment, pink sea fans form vibrant cold water coral gardens that provide essential breeding and feeding grounds for fishes of commercial and conservation importance. Out of the 83 Gorgonian species that can be found in the northeast Atlantic, there's only one that can be found in the shallow waters off England, and that is the pink sea fans. Now, some of the larger colonies can grow for 50 years, and although they can grow 10 centimetres in their first year, following on from that, every year they'll only grow about 1 centimetre on top. So this slow growth rate really makes them vulnerable to damage and the recovery following on from damage. Now in the 1960s to the 1970s, pink sea fans were collected as souvenirs, leading to them placed as one of the few marine species on the Wildlife and Countryside Act, protecting them from intentional damage. They're also listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List for threatened species. So pink sea fans are very cool, they're absolutely beautiful, and they are very threatened and need protecting. But how big is this problem of the destruction of the pink sea fans and the removal from the seabed? Well, as I said, this absolutely calls for a sea fangle hunt. So I'm heading off to Boobies Bay to see just how many I can find. So we've just got down to Boobies Bay and there's quite a bit of seaweed stranded on the beach, which means there might be a good chance of finding the sea fangles. So Bella and I are going to have a look. Let's see what we can find. Bella, you're supposed to be looking. Literally, I've just started looking. Within the first 30 seconds, the first bit of seaweed I look at, you can literally see I've just got down onto the beach and I find this, and inside is a pink sea fan. So we have our first sea fangle. See, this one here doesn't just have fishing gear tangled around it, but fabric too. Now this is sea fangle number 3. You can see in there, that's a pink sea fan. Now all you have to do is just look at this one strand line and you can see so many problems. Here, literally just there, we have our pyroplastics, the molten plastics. Then broken up plastic bottles. And if we look a little bit closer, here we have another sea fangle. Again, it's got fabric wrapped around it, not just fishing gear. Wow, well what an amazing evening that was, and that is why I absolutely love doing these Tune-In Tuesdays, because I don't really have a plan. I just choose a beach and I choose something to look for and we see what we find. And it just so happened that I stumbled upon a glorious sunset, and I must apologise for the dog spam. Bella just looked absolutely beautiful too. But of course there's a sobering side to this video. In just about 20 minutes down on the beach, we found 4 sea fangles. So it's clear that this is a real issue, and this was just on one small area of the North Cornwall coastline. I hate to imagine how it scales up. So what can you do to help? Well, of course, one of the best things that we can do is to help remove this debris whilst it's stranded on the beach before it goes back out on the tide and has the potential to ensnare other marine life, including the pink sea fans. So some of you may have seen that we have started up our beach cleans again. It's a little bit different to what you may be used to, so check out all of the details on the events page, and hopefully we'll see you down on a beach clean soon to pick up some of this debris, as I say, before it goes back out and ensnares some other marine life. Thank you so much for watching this week's Tune-In Tuesday. As always, if you enjoyed the video, why not give it a like, comment or share, and I'll see you next week for next week's video.